Friday, August 8th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. We had another pretty warm day yesterday across the region, but again, places such as Charlotte and Greensboro and Raleigh shy of 90, but all the way up to 97 down in Columbia, 93 in Wilmington and Fayetteville, 70s and 80s in the North Carolina mountains. Now, this morning, it's 59 in Boone, but 74 in Charlotte, 67 in Greensboro, 70 down in Fayetteville, and 72 in Jacksonville. And again, we do have some fog out there in some spots this morning. There are some patchy areas where the fog is less than a mile across portions of the Piedmont and the Sandhills region. And we have some high clouds spilling on in. Those clouds are going to be thickening and lowering as we go through the day today, as a very, very slow-moving area of low pressure is approaching from the west. Now, again, we're already seeing the primarily high-level clouds overhead at the time I'm cutting this video, which is about 5:30 this morning. But certainly, we're going to be looking at lowering clouds, thickening clouds, and eventually rain. Now, this is what the radar looks like across the region this morning. Very quiet, but then you head west of the mountains, and it's a different scenario. Have some showers in Kentucky and Tennessee, and even a few pretty electric thunderstorms have fired up there in northern parts of Georgia and southeastern Tennessee, a little bit east of Chattanooga this morning. And that's all a sign of things to come with this storm system that's gradually ramping up and moving in our direction. So here's some headlines. A much wetter weather pattern is setting up. Really no huge changes to our thinking here. Periods of rain, some of it heavy through the weekend, a few thunderstorms involved too, but no real severe weather potential, at least across North Carolina. And some potential for flooding will exist depending on the rain totals and how the areas of rain set up shop. So today, the clouds thickening up as we get into especially this afternoon across the Piedmont, a few showers and thunderstorms a possibility. And then watch what happens late tonight. The rain really begins to settle in there along the I-85 corridor there on Futurecast. And after that, we're looking at a scenario here where here's Saturday, intervals of rain, and guess what? That slow-moving low still playing a big role in our weather Sunday, so some more rain on the way as we go through the day on Sunday. Now, let me show you three different model charts here for rain totals. This, first of all, is the RPM model between now and Sunday actually, or very early Monday morning now, 1 o'clock Monday morning. And we've seen some bullseyes there on various runs of 6 to 10 inches of rain. The big winner on this latest run is Columbia. I would take that amount with a grain of salt. The bottom line is it looks like a lot of rain here across the region as a whole. Now, of course, over in eastern North Carolina, not nearly as much. Now, let me show you the European, and it's a different scenario in terms of eastern North Carolina. Very wet over that way, too. But the takeaway from this, you look at the European and the GFS here, and I think the bottom line is that anybody across the region is fair game to pick up 1 to 3 inches of rain. Could be some locally higher amounts, and depending on the pace with which the rain comes down, maybe some flooding potential developing, especially in the poor drainage areas. Now, into the tropics, and everything across the Atlantic basin is very, very quiet. No sign of any development through the Caribbean Sea. Extremely quiet conditions to be found. Same story there through the Gulf of Mexico as well. Now, over in the Pacific Ocean, that's where all the action has been. That is Isel, that became a tropical storm, a strong tropical storm, after being downgraded from hurricane intensity as it has made its approach to Hawaii. And again, at the time I'm cutting this video, that's about the time we're seeing landfall occur on the southeastern coast of the Big Island of Hawaii as a 70-mile-per-hour tropical storm. And there's another system behind it that could play some role in Hawaii's weather and a little bit down the road too. So kind of a rough stretch of weather there for our friends out there in Hawaii with a couple of tropical systems. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Stay dry, and God bless.